You gotta hit 2
Here's 2. Here's a screen set up for Judkins. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. Give him 13 on that screenplay.
I mean, when I was playing against him, dude, he was raping me with the passing shit in the first half. But I have like a bend but don't break. Every time we hit the red zone, I just get the ball.
It's Quinshawn Judkins. And he'll get this up to the 44. Sebastian Joseph Day is there for the stop. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They run it once more with Judkins. His defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on 3rd down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track, because you don't want to be in 3rd and pass too often in today's NFL.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tungo Bailoa. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
And he'll get something there on the return, able to take this back to the 20-yard line. Now, after that last play, we have an injured Bear on the field. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. On play action, Milrow. He's going to take a shot down the field. And he's going to take this one all the way. 80 yards. Touchdown, Chicago. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run. Got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
On is Chase McLaughlin for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Bears will take a 7-0 lead. Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. Now return coming from the 7. Now an opening past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. The Browns offense and Quinshawn Judkins making their way back out. And we show you the NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns. As you can see, he's right up there among the best in the league. On 1st down, here's Tungo Bailoa to throw. He'll find his tight end, Kittle, on the right side. And they'll take this down inside the 35. A gain there of 16 yards. 1st down, Cleveland. A shotgun snap for Tua. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. From the gun, here's Tua. That's hot. It's Xavier Worthy. That will make 3rd down a little more manageable. Good yardage gained on that one.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. Nice job there making that happen.
Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. He's going to let this one go for Worthy. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down. He was trying to get it to Xavier Worthy there. And it's going to be 4th down.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on 3rd down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up 4th down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6? So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
He's to midfield. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. The Bears offense and Emeka Egbuka set to take over once more. And what a start he's off to. You don't want to start prorating numbers out for 4 quarters, but fair to say, his defense is going to have to find some way to slow him down.
Here we go, set. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
They'll run here. This is Devon Achane. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. 1st down, Chicago.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. Remember, he had the touchdown on the opening drive, and here on drive 2, he gets a 1st down with that catch.
Here we go. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Ready?
They'll run this one straight ahead with Achane. That's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Ready?
2nd down and 3. Once again, it's Achane. And he'll lose yardage here. The defense standing strong in the red zone. They drop him back at the 10.
Get it. 19, 18.
On 3rd down, Milroe moving to his right. Trying to get away, but he will not. They finally run him down. The rookie out of Penn State, Abdul Carter, in there to bring him down for his 7th sack of the year.
If you want to win in this league and have a successful defense, how you perform on 3rd down is critical. Even more so, your backs are up against the wall. The offense finds themselves down in the red zone looking for 6. Those 3rd down sacks go a long way to keeping touchdowns off the board and making them settle for field goals. So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
He fields it at the 8. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. There you see Kevin Stefanski, twice NFL Coach of the Year. His Browns begin their next possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. They'll run with Judkins to begin the drive. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 was that one. That one good for a dozen. And a very quick 1st down.
Well, really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up 1st downs without having to get to 3rd down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
Kittle is the man in motion. And on 1st down, it's back to Judkins. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. To throw is Tua. That's the 3rd-round rookie pick, Isaac Toslaw. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. It is a big play for the Browns. 39 yards.
First down, Cleveland.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
Ball down to the 16-yard line, and it's 1st and 10. A play fake. Down, Tua to throw. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. That's the 4th time All-Pro T.J. Watt getting in to record his 9th sack of the year.
Well, that's certainly one way to bounce back here defensively after giving up a huge explosive play on the previous snap. To bounce back and come away with a sack. Now you find yourself in 2nd and long. You can catch your breath, and the opportunity to get off the field has just gone up.
Tua. There's a throw right side. It's going to be incomplete. Misconnect trying to get it to Quinshawn Judkins out of the backfield. And it'll be third down.
So I'm not really sure if it would have mattered, Mike. I don't think they were going to have enough to pick up the first down either way. But at least if that ball's completed, third down's just a little bit more manageable. Because now after the incomplete, they find themselves in third and pass.
Third and long. Here's Tua. They'll try to hit him with a screen. He got a lot of what he needed, but just not enough. The mark is a couple of yards shy of the first down. Here comes fourth down. So, a little extra time to think about what to do on fourth down as we are through quarter number 1. 10-3 is our score. We're back to Soldier Field after this. Start of the second. Browns in control of the football as they've got it looking at fourth down and 2. They snap it to Tua. That is incomplete. Oh, they elected to throw on fourth and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down. The Bears offense, quarterback Jalen Milroe making their way back out there. And he's been a nightmare for defenses trying to contain him all year. The NFL's leader in rushing yards at the quarterback position. On the ground to start the drive, it's Achane. Past the 40. Down the sideline, past the 45. Inside the 10. And he will dive into the end zone. 91 yards. Touchdown, Chicago. Wow, one of those breathtaking plays, taking it the distance, going coast to coast. A long run pays off with a touchdown.
And Mike, what looks like a simple handoff, just trying to pick up some yards and get themselves out of the shadow of their own goalpost. He got through the initial wave, and he is gone. He takes it the length of the field for 6.
On comes McLaughlin to add the PAT. His kick is good, and the Bears move out in front by the score of 17-3. Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. This will be returned from the 6. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Now it's the Browns' turn as they get set to take over again on offense. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Quick throw on the RPO is complete, and they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field. You only get a 1-yard buffer from the line of scrimmage for these old linemen. That time he strayed a little too far, and it draws the flag. Back to throw is Tua. Right side, complete to Nakua.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
Here's Tagovailoa. They'll try to set up the screen here. And he's going to be taken down at the 37. Good-looking screen play there. A gain of 11 and a first down. Here's Tagovailoa. A short one there. Caught by Kittle. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. That's 13 more on that play. And quickly, another first down. Again, it's Tua. Finding the tight end. Here's Will Dissly. And they'll take this down inside the 35. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL, you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a first down.
And he's out of bounds. Gain of 4, and it'll bring up second down. On the ground, here's Zamir White. Able to make one man miss, but that's all. They get him. Take him down behind the line.
Well, as been the case this entire first half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
They need to get to the 22, but now face third down. Now Tua. He's got his man complete. That's to Slaw. To the 10-yard line. He is out of bounds there. That is a gain of 20. What a chance now. First and goal coming up. They'll run it here, and here's Judkins. He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements were there fast. He's taken down for a loss on the play.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on second and goal.
So push back to the 11-yard line for second and goal. Now it's Tua. That one brought in by Nakua. A nice drive. This is the 9th play coming up, and they cash it in on third and goal. Throwing is Tua. It is brought in the end zone. Xavier Worthy. Touchdown, Cleveland. That his first touchdown this year.
And it really just comes down to the protection. You're sitting there third and goal. You have to give your quarterback the opportunity, Mike, to work through all of his progressions, and you need time to do it. Then it just comes down to making the right read. Touchdown.
Bates, good, with the extra point. And the Browns are able to cut into the lead. It's now 17-10. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Austin now to return this. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Bears offense and running back Devon Achane set to go to work once more. And as a play caller, when you've got a guy who's running like this, you lean on him and your offensive line. He's had big opening after big opening and big numbers in this first half.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Hot 70, hot 70.
They'll start on the ground. It's Achane. And he'll manage to break a tackle, get this forward for a couple, and it's second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
Out of the gun, it's Milrow. Out to his right, and he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. He didn't force anything there, but now it's going to bring up third down. From the shotgun, it's Milrow. Back to the undrafted rookie, Isaiah Bond. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on third down.
Rookie to rookie right there, Mike. And I'll tell you what, they've got some really good young pieces on this roster.
Let's go now. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Go.
On first down, it's Milrow. That's to the right side and incomplete.
And when you look down the field, Mike, there's just really nobody creating any real separation. And instead, he tries to give one of his guys a 50-50 contested catch opportunity. But with the coverage as tight as it was, it just falls incomplete.
We'll try again. It's second and 10.
Come on, come on.
They go play action now with Milrow. He's going to keep it himself. And a nice game there. He's out of bounds, and that will bring up third down.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it third and 4.
Let's go. Candy Lions.
From the gun, it's Milrow. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. That's the second time they connect on this drive. This one good for 13 yards.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Two minutes to go here till halftime. We'll come back to Soldier Field following this. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it first and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
A run, and it's Achane. And he does some good work on the ground here. Going to take it inside the 30 with a run of 8 yards.
And his great first half on the ground continues, and this is one of those guys that when he gets in the groove, it seems like it's an 8-yard run, a 10-yard run, and all of a sudden a 15-yard chunk play, one after another.
That is going to be pulled in. He's got it. Mike Gesicki. Touchdown Bears. His 4th TD grab of the season.
All week we're going to see this play be run over and over as a highlight of the quarterback and the receiver. But, Mike, the part that people don't give enough credit to, in order to get a downfield shot, you have to have time. And what a great job by the offensive line, allowing the quarterback to be comfortable enough in the pocket, let those deeper routes develop, be on time and accurate with the ball. And that's why this play is going to be a highlight all week. Let's give the big guys up front some credit.
McLaughlin, good on the extra point. And the Bears move out to a 24-10 lead. Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. There you see Kevin Stefanski, twice NFL Coach of the Year. His Browns begin their next possession. Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump? So a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5. A shotgun snap for Tua. Who'll drop this one down to Judkins. And they have the first down. So they get the completion on 1st and 5. And now they'll set up 1st and 10.
And that first down was huge for this offense. Now they can take a deep breath. Focus on trying to put a late scoring drive together before we hit the halftime break.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. The RPO, that one is complete. It is 2nd and 9. From the gun, here's Tua. That's caught by Puka. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off.
That's complete left side to Worthy. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. Now we'll get a timeout, Cleveland. That's their 2nd, as the clock stops with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. To the air again, Tagovailoa. That'll be caught by the running back, Judkins. And they'll have 1st and goal. He is down inside the 10-yard line.
Man, they're just running this 2-minute drill to complete perfection. It is such a point of emphasis of every offense, Mike. These end-of-half scenarios to come away stealing points make a big impact on the outcome of the game. And they're knocking on the door here, 1st and goal. At the very least, got to come away with some points.
Tua to throw again. That's to the end zone, but they cannot connect. It's incomplete.
I can tell you from experience, Mike, that is going to be on his mind the rest of the week. It's one thing to drop a ball. That's going to happen every now and then. But when you do it and it takes away a touchdown, man, that stings. So we can talk short-term memory all we want. I can promise you, this guy, he's hoping to get another shot. You can feel them starting to press a little bit, especially with this passing game. They find themselves so close to the end zone, they got to get it over the goal line. You got to be a little bit more accurate. You got to be a little bit smarter with the ball. And right now, the timing.
And he's in. Puka Nacua. Touchdown, Browns.
Just a really nice job, Mike, especially just staying poised. Pressure situation, you know how important it is to steal some points before the half, but everybody's in control. Everybody understood the situation and the clock, and they're able to finish that half in style with that late touchdown.
Bates now for the extra point. He knocks it through, and the Browns back within 7. It's 24-17. Closing seconds of this first half, and this kickoff is away. And no return here. This is a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Ready? Thank you. Cardinal. 18 Cardinal.
Throwing is Milrow. Pass caught by Bond. And with just 4 seconds left in the first half, a timeout is called. Second and inches. To the air, it's Milrow. And the rookie gives himself up there at the end. That's a sign of a guy who's learned it quick, picking up the first down. Halftime coming up, and we'll take it out of Scott Hansen for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Week 15 of the NFL season, playoff time for you fantasy football players, but for the real teams, the home stretch is starting. Let's get into it. Our tour around the NFL starts now with a tough matchup in the NFC. And this is not exactly a thing of beauty, but it'll do the job. This a big play late in the ball game. The Vikings keep their playoff hopes alive. They move back to 500 at 7-7 with the win. From there, it's off to SoFi Stadium. We're looking on the Rams. They're hosting the Detroit Lions. And it's Bailey Zappi, one of his 3 touchdown passes on the afternoon. Lastly, let's go out to Santa Clara. The 49ers taking on the Tennessee Titans. And this is Josh Wiley. He's going to bring this one in, and away he goes. This will be a 70-yard touchdown catch. The Titans get the victory here in a battle of 2 teams with Super Bowl aspirations. With that, let's give you a chance to look at the playoff picture in the NFC with 1 month remaining in the regular season. Meanwhile, in our game, both teams have been able to move the ball effectively. It might be a question of which defense can make a stand in the second half. As we send you back out to the broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway.